In the 1970s, the French and British governments were pouring millions and millions and millions into one of the most ambitious aviation projects in all of history. And that was the Concorde. It's sleek, it's fast, it was completely revolutionary in the aerospace. But here's the thing, it wasn't profitable at all. They were not making any money off of this, really. So why did they take so long to stop producing them when all of the numbers are screaming no, pull out now? This is where human psychology starts to get a bit messy. Instead of cutting their losses, they doubled down and started spending more because they'd already invested so much. They were so committed to making the project happen that they were ready to fuck off all of their financial investments to make the Concorde work, even though it clearly fucking wasn't. This trap has an actual name. It's called the sunk cost fallacy. When we get so psychologically involved with something, we struggle to leave it behind because of how much we've already invested into it. And this is kind of how I got really, really into the gym. When I got my first gym membership and when I started, I went to the gym, I did what I wanted to do, and I didn't really see any progress. And I was putting in hours and hours and hours a week, and I would come home, and I remember I'd been going for like 2 months or something, and I didn't really see much difference. And I was pissed because I was so psychologically invested in what I was doing that my brain started to just transform. I didn't get depressed about how I wasn't making any progress. I got obsessed with the fact that I wasn't making any progress because I was putting all of this time into it. The sunk cost fallacy. Now you might start to understand what I'm actually saying now is that in the gym, the sunk cost fallacy is an advantage. If you are in your first month of the gym, I need you to get so obsessed with the fact that you are not seeing any progress right now that it stays in your mind 24/7. You need to be obsessed with this shit to the point where you force it to happen, because unlike the Concorde, this is a proven outcome. Every single night I was going home, I was watching workout videos, I was watching meal plans, I was watching how to do what I was doing better. I was just thinking, what is it I'm missing? How can I speed up the process? And then 6 months passed and I looked in the mirror and I was quite shocked, to be honest, because you don't actually know what you can do in just 6 to 8 months if you're obsessed just like that every single day, obsessing over the fact that you have to make this work because it will. So what I'm saying is, if you're in the first month of your training, if you're in the second month, third month, I don't care, if you're not seeing results, I need you to get almost ADHD level obsessed with results in your mind to the point where it doesn't leave your mind. And that might sound unhealthy, but trust me, it fixes itself over time. And you'll see the best results you will ever fucking see in your endless training career. Because now, for me, it's just a fucking lifestyle. I just live it every single day. It's not something I need to get motivated for. It's not something that I just get depressed if I'm not seeing any progress. I don't get overly hyped when I see tons of progress. It's just a fucking lifestyle that I am living all of the time. It's just who I am now because we desensitize ourselves to everything we go through. And you can be that person too. If you can rewire all of the negative feelings you have about the lack of results you're seeing to where you're just endlessly studying what you need to do better, you have such a high trajectory that you can't even comprehend right now, but I can. If this story helped you, and I hope it did, because this was one of the biggest things for me when I started working out, go follow my Instagram, subscribe to the YouTube, because I post a ton of high value content, forcing you people to be more consistent, teaching you how to stay motivated even when things get tough, and how to be your best self. I'll see you next time.